Hello everyone and welcome to iBasiac. You know what you've come to see, haven't you? You've come to see another unboxing. What else would I do on this channel? All I do is unbox vacuum cleaners and demonstrate them. There's the odd other thing as well I do, but it's mainly vacuums. That's why you're here. That's what you've come to see. So I will not disappoint. It's a Hoover Aquamaster, isn't it? Yes. I like the Aquamasters, and this one is an early model. I hope there's an Aquamaster inside, but with all this tape, I don't know if it's police evidence or something. Do not cross, that's what that tape reminds me of. But anyway, I'm going to cross. I'm cutting the tape. And what should be inside this box, and I've just caught a glimpse of it, and I'm glad it's in an outer box. I've got the original box for this Aquamaster. This model I owned from brand new, not this particular one, but this particular model, but not this particular vacuum. It's not one of mine that I've come across. This should be complete apart from it's lacking the carpet and floor nozzle. But I was taken by this one. I mean, I didn't need another Hoover Aquamaster. But then I don't need any of the vacuum cleaners that I've purchased. I'm having a bit of an unboxing marathon today. This is the third vacuum I've unboxed within the hour. You're not going to see 3 vacuums unboxed on the channel because of course I'll be uploading these pictures and these videos, these moving pictures. I'll be uploading them separately. Okie dokie. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it out. No, hang on. What am I going to do? Let me have a peep. Ooh, that's pretty good. Looks good. Initial reaction. Let me lay it down. This model is S4396. So it's basically the first Hoover Aquamaster. They did 2 models. This basic one and the electronic. And this model I did have back in the 80s when it was new. And it got heavy use, mainly to clear up dog pee actually. We bred dogs back in the day. Now this is a box. This is what Hoover used to do. I mean, I suppose the boxes that you get nowadays are quite colourful. But this so reminds me of this era for Hoover because they did produce full colour boxes with full colour pictures. Unless you bought it from a catalogue, which I bought a lot of my cleaners from catalogues so I could pay, you know, bit by bit. This is when I was a kid. I had a mail order catalogue before I was 18 in my mum's name, and I bought a lot of vacuums, and sometimes the mail order ones just came in a plain box. Rather disappointing. But the times I used to buy them from like a department store, then that's when you'd get the full colour box. So there's all the tools. That's what I'm missing. That's all the, yes, it's all the dry and it's the dry tools plus the shampoo nozzle down there. That's a picture of it set up for dry use. And at the side here, I've got another picture of it set for dry, or it's basically what's on the smaller pictures of what's on the other sides of the box. It's got the old shampoo tank. This is the first tank that they had. Heavier than the new tank, sorry. The older tank's heavier. And then they've got it somehow, I don't know why they've got it on the draining board, but it's looks like it's unblocking a drain in this lovely 80s kitchen here. Very 80s. Because this is an 80s vacuum cleaner, I can guarantee it's an 80s vacuum cleaner. Okie dokie piggy-ma-pokey, let's have a look. Nicely packaged anyway. Right, let's get the hose out. I'm hoping there'll be nothing much needed to be done with this cleaner apart from good old hot soapy water. Here's the, what do you call this? A hose, that's it. Forgot. Yes, I'm getting too old. I keep forgetting the names of things that I should know the names of. So here's the hose. suction vent, little indentations here and here to connect the shampoo trigger. Oh, that's a bit, that shouldn't be that way around, hang on. And that's alright, it's not broken. Here's the lock ring fitting. And it swivels either end, so there we go, it's a hose. Here we have a tube. Little bit of muck in it. Yes. Aluminium, very lightweight but strong. That's one, and there should be another one. I believe this is the original packaging. I seem to remember they were packed in this sort of plastic. That shouldn't be around like that either. Don't want to force it. Oh, there we go. That's that one. Right, oh, here's the shampoo gubbins. That's in not bad nick. So here's the siphon tube. Now that's a spare you can't buy anymore. Somebody did ask me, and they were available for a time. I think a viewer commented on my other Aquamaster videos, and unfortunately I said, oh yes, you can buy this, but I had a look and I couldn't find this particular part, but this is okay. So that's the siphon support tube, and there's a seal underneath. Now if that seal fails, then the machine won't work properly, but that seal seems okay. I could, you know, if it did fail, I suppose there's something you could get to fit. Being the first generation Aquamaster, it involved clipping the hose, the solution hose, to the main suction hose, clipping it all the way down and onto the extension tubes. But of course on the later Aquamasters it was all built inside the hose. So there we've got the little trigger. That doesn't... oh no, I think that'll be okay. Oh yes, when it's on. That seems... it all seems okay, that's not too discoloured. And little order form for shampoo. It's got the... ah, it's odd, isn't it? A lot of techno with a bit of logic. That's a later strap line, because when... I'm sure it was Hoover Who Better. This could be from later on, of course. I don't know. I don't know if this came with it, or... I'm not sure. Would make this a bit later. But perhaps... I'm not sure. I don't know. It was always Hoover Who Better. That's the main one I remembered. Now, there's a shampoo nozzle. Now then... oh, God! Right! I don't know if it's in the box, but that is useless. I'm sure I'll be able to pick up another shampoo nozzle. Now what I wanted to show you is, if this was the earlier shampoo nozzle, Vax actually sued Hoover over the earlier shampoo nozzle because it was pretty similar to the Vax nozzle. Hoover did change it slightly, which enabled them to continue producing it. It didn't infringe any copyright. This is missing at the centre piece. There should be a clear piece in the middle. If I was to use this now, the shampoo would just flow out of the single hole in the middle and it wouldn't be distributed. You know, I do have another nozzle, of course, my other Aquamaster, but that's disappointing. Maybe there'll be the thing in the box. Bit of a letdown, not happy. What's this? Ah, yes, here we go. I remember that well. To assist the mixture of the shampoo solution, empty the contents of the sachet into the shampoo tank before filling with water. Because I believe they used to show you filling the tank with water, then pouring in the shampoo sachet, but obviously it didn't mix it in very well. So that's why you'd always put the shampoo in first, then fill it with water, and then it helped to distribute the shampoo properly. I can see why they changed this tank, lifting it out, because it is a lot heavier than the tank that replaced it. It's much, much heavier. Might be interesting. I'll do a comparison video maybe sometime, but my other Aquamaster is packed away somewhere at the back, so it won't be easy to do. But I'm sure if I was to weigh this and the replacement tank, this is probably at least double the weight. And when it's full of water, obviously it's going to make it even heavier, so I think that's why it was changed pretty early on. I mean, it's a very solid solid thing, but very heavy. So it would make the whole cleaner heavy with that on top of it. As I said, especially with water inside. Okay, that looks more or less unused. That's your crevice tool. Because there, something dropped. Now maybe that was the inside insert for the nozzle. That's a little bit distorted where it's been put in the box, but it's a common occurrence, as you'll know, regular viewers will know. Very, very hot water, not boiling, but very hot water. It's just soaked for a bit. That normally gets rid of any distortion. But again, looking at that, that's hardly been used. I don't think many people would have used their Hoover Aquamaster for dusting. So I don't think that's been used. It's dusty from storage, but it's not from use, I don't think. No, maybe not. Oh, it's got a guarantee card. I don't think there's any instructions. I think I've got an original instruction book for this. Here it is. Okay, let's have a look. Yes. Again, that's not used. That's not used at all. All-purpose nozzle. Done away with the little rubber teeth. I don't know when they did away with those. Probably in the 80s. Now, I heard something drop and I was hoping that it was the insert for the shampoo nozzle, but I don't know. Wishful thinking perhaps. That's disappointing. I may be able to get a shampoo nozzle, but it won't be the original design. Okay. This differs from the second generation Aquamaster that had a fixed handle. Now the very first Hoover Wet and Dry I purchased was the Hoover Aqua Plus 2200 electronic. It was blue. This shape, but it was taller than this, so it had a larger capacity. Had electronic speed control. Mine also had the large bore tools as well that you're supposed to be able to use for clearing leaves and things. Pretty pleased with the. It's a bit scratched on the top. They tended to scratch around here when you were putting the tank on, but nothing. A good polish won't disguise. So let's, a little bit of rust on the hinge. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it's not bad. It's what I'd call tidy. It's not spotless. You can't really see much. No, they never had, for some reason. Hoover never put a little sponge filter here. You'd find that on Vax cleaners, but Hoover never did, and I can guarantee that from new. I remember never seeing one. So here's the float valve, the ball that rises up as the machine fills and blocks off the suction, telling you to empty the machine. All in all, it's pretty good. Just that one disappointment. Now where? Oh yes, I'm just looking for the rating plate because I might be able to date it. Well, I can't date it. I never know how to do it. There we go, Hoover. It's a Hoover model S4396, 1050 watts, 50 hertz, 240 volts. Serial number S4396 802-03036. I'm wondering if that makes it 86. I don't know if 86, I don't know, they might have come about in 86. This is an early model, and I can't remember. I think it might be 86 when they were launched, or 87. Somebody out there will know. I'm not very good with dates, you know. Made by Hoover PLC, Great Britain. I assume this was made in Cambuslang, Scotland. There's the little hole that you connect one of the pipes to help pressurise the system. I'll be demonstrating this, of course, at a later date. Whoops, and it went flat on my face then. You can buy new ones of these, and I might get one. I've seen one on eBay this week. That will wash. You can buy bags for it, I know. It all does seem a lot heavier. It's not bad condition. So everything is here, apart from, oh, what's this? 88. Oh, that sounds right, actually. There's a little bit of a handwritten sticker on the bottom there. I assume that was there originally. So yes, 88. It could be from 1988, not 87 or 86. 88 does ring a bell. It's got Hoover copyright. All in all, hot soapy water, bit of polish, and it'll be fine. So what I would like to get for this is new filter, some bags. I won't get the original floor tool, that's for sure. Of course, the most important thing, I don't think I'll just get the insert on its own, but certainly I need another nozzle. I don't really want to use the nozzle for my other Aquamaster really, because it's not the proper nozzle. You know, I like to keep things original. Anyway, there it is. Pretty happy with that. You know, I've unboxed machines in far worse condition than this. You know, it's only this year or last year, depending when I upload this video. You know, I wouldn't touch second-hand cleaners, but I've sort of got back into getting old machines because you can get them, obviously, they're a lot cheaper, not always, but often they're a lot cheaper than buying new vacuums, unless you're buying something quite rare, and then you can end up paying a hell of a lot more than a new vacuum cleaner. I'm going to plug this in, and did I show you the on-off switch? Just here. It's covered in case you have wet hands. Let's see if it has that, I don't know, it might turn on. No, phew. See if it has that, hopefully it sounds like it should. When people bought these, you see, they didn't tend to use them for everyday cleaning. A little bit too bulky for pulling around your home for doing your everyday vacuuming. Most people bought one of these 3-in-1 cleaners as an additional cleaner. They might have used it for the car, but it was mainly bought for the shampoo function. Okay, little Dalek, you're going to work. Go on, be a sport. It works. Certainly doesn't sound like my new Aquamaster. The suction's not great. I don't know. I must sort of get into doing things with motors. It might just need stripping and lubricating, but you know, I'm always a bit wary about taking motors apart. You know, it might need new carbon brushes or whatever. But anyway. So obviously that's a shampoo nozzle. To set it up for shampooing, basically all you do is remove the bag and filter, fill the tank there with the shampoo. This part of the tube goes into the tank at the top, and then you click it at the bottom like that, and then this little loose piece goes into that hole I showed you earlier, like that. Then basically, just like the Vax machine you can buy now, that orange Vax, I can't remember the model number, but you know the one I mean. You can still buy it. Even with that one, you still have to clip this solution tube to the hose. At least with the pneumatic George, they've done an internal thing, so that's a little bit better. So anyway, you'd clip all that evenly along the hose, and then when you get to the handle you clip the trigger. Now does it go, no, it goes at the top, doesn't it, Roger? That's it, it's on the top. Clips to the top. Oh, I could slaughter that dog. Right. No, I couldn't really, but it is annoying. That dog seems to bark. It's rather a common noise that dog makes. Oh, it just sounds so doobry. There we go, so it's got 3 clips. So you get the gist. You know, if you're watching this, you probably know a lot about it, but you might be new to this cleaner. So you'd clip it along and then blah blah, release. To start the machine, you'd turn the machine on, you'd open up the valve, and then normally you'd lay the hose down to help, gravity will help feed the solution. Once you see the solution coming out at the end, then you can start cleaning. Slowly backwards and forwards, releasing the solution. And then when you've cleaned one area, you turn the solution off, and then you go over it again and suck up the water. One thing, this certainly was better, because I had an original Vax, not the very, very first one, it probably was the first, because it had a white hose that looked quite like an Electrolux hose. And it wasn't the very, very first, because the very first one didn't have a see-through head. The very first Vax, I think it was white, and you couldn't actually see. But they soon changed that to a clear. The one I got, it was 83, I think I got my first Vax. But then when Hoover bought the Aquamaster out, of course I had to get one, and it was certainly better. Suction-wise, everything about the Aquamaster was better than the Vax of the time. It just did a better job. Mainly because it was much more powerful, left the carpets drier. So there we go. Looking a little bit draggled, but anyway. Oh, it is heavy. That is a lot heavier. Thinking of my other Aquamaster. But anyway, it's nice to have another from my teenage years. You can actually see, if you check my channel, I did a video, very crude video, recorded with a VHS camcorder of an Aquamaster, this particular one. So I could recreate that, I suppose, in high def. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it. And please subscribe, because you'll be seeing this again when I've hopefully got all the parts I need to get it working. And check back on my channel, because there's hundreds of videos that you may find interesting if you like this one. And of course there's more videos coming up. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.